Hi everybody, my name's Autumn,
And I'm Eric.
and today we'll be working on our 2018 Hyundai Tucson.
We'll be going over the emission system. We're going to show you guys some related PIDs and show you guys some overall dispersion of heat throughout the exhaust system.
These will be the only two tools needed to go over the system. Pause to read if needed, but this is the lab sheet we'll be using for this procedure. We're going to be focusing on steps 4, 5, and 6.
Alright, so here we have our reference numbers. Pre-cat is going to be 66 degrees. Post-cat is going to be 66.2 degrees as well. After our first minute, this is our readings. We have 123 degrees on the pre-cat and 103 degrees post-cat. Alright, after 2 minute mark, our pre-cat measurement is 110. Our post-cat measurement is 130. After the 3 minute mark, our readings are 140, 148 pre-cat and 136, 134 post-cat. Alright, this is the 4 minute mark. Our pre-cat is at 158 degrees, and our post-cat is at 139 degrees. This is the 5 minute mark. Our pre-cat is at 153. Our post-cat is at 149. This is the 6 minute mark. Our pre-cat measures at 200 degrees. And our post-cat is measuring at 188 degrees. This is our 7 minute mark. Our pre-cat.
For some reason, our video cut out here. However, we were sitting at 210 degrees pre-cat and 175 degrees post-cat.
This is the 8 minute mark. Our pre-cat is sitting at 216 degrees. And our post-cat is sitting at 192. This is our 9 minute mark. We're sitting at 239 degrees pre-cat, 193 post. This is our final 10 minute mark. We're sitting at 238 degrees and 194.
So after idling, we're going to be taking our measurements right now. So pre-cat is currently at about 226 degrees, and then post-cat is reading about 155. All right, so now with our pre-cat measurement, which is the first minute, we got about 266 for our pre-cat. And then for our post-cat, we're reading about 176. All right, so now we're on our second minute here. We're reading about 277, 287 on our pre-cat. And then for our post-cat, we're reading about 205 degrees. All right, we're on minute 3 now of our readings. We're reading about 299 degrees for our pre-cat, and then for our post-cat, we're reading about 232 degrees. All right, so for our fourth minute, we got 361.7 for our pre-cat, and then for our post-cat, we're reading about 274.5. All right, now we're going to test our final measurements for our pre-cat. Reading about 358. And for our post-cat, reading about 261.
This was our actual pre-cat measurement at minute 5.
Here we're going to simulate misfires and see how it will affect the emission system. Okay, so now here we're going to simulate misfires and see how it will affect the emission system. And now we're starting with cylinder 1. We can see that the PID 194 starts counting up. And that is our total counter of catalyst damaging misfire, so it's creating some type of damage towards our cylinder. So now that we're going to be starting to plug this back in, we're going to take out our second ignition coil. Then just go ahead and take a look at PID 195, and you can see that starting to count up as well. Like I said before, it's going to be misfiring and causing some damage to our cylinder. Okay, now we are going to take out cylinder number 3, and then we're going to be looking at PID 196. And it's starting to count back up again. And then finally, we are going ahead and taking out cylinder number 4, which we will be focusing on PID 197 to see how it counts up.
Alright, so here we have the engine temp PID reading at 195 degrees Fahrenheit. So the engine is doing quite a good job at cooling off all this combustion. If we try to get here, right by this O2 sensor, we're going to get 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to move down towards the on the floor actually to try to snipe a closer measurement to the block. See if we can get the exhaust manifold attaching to the block. That's the foil. Looks like we're able to snipe a little bit here. There's an angle at 334 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving a foot down, we're going to see this flex pipe. We're not going to measure right on the flex because obviously you see it'll mess up our readings. We're going to go a little bit down at 240 degrees Fahrenheit. A foot lower from that, we're going to get 271 degrees Fahrenheit, sorry. Post-cat here is 257 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving down at about a foot down, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Another foot-ish down, 188 degrees. And we're going to move roughly another foot at 183 degrees Fahrenheit. And then finally, oh, actually, 2 more measurements, sorry. We're going to move a foot down from here at 141. And then we're going to be all the way at the end past the muffler. And we are going to get 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys next episode.